Welcome everyone to Clarity Night Call on Friday evening. So today's topic of the call is resilience, building resilience. So in face of all the adverse situations, failures, just having that capability to carry on, not giving up and having trust in the universe, having faith. So in Access, we have this phrase, we call it never give up, never give in, never quit. And how much is it about building our resilience? In these pandemic times where situations get worse, the lockdowns get stricter, and all that we had planned for seems to be crumbling down. People leaving from earth, families suffering due to the adverse economic situations, businesses not going in the usual way as they used to happen earlier, and how much we are getting into that space that we just want to, it's like give up hope, not like ab nahi ho paega. I cannot go on like this anymore. So people are facing anxiety, depression. This is the phase where many people are going into some kind of like nervous breakdown. The mental states to be taken care of is paramount in these times. We have some amazing tools that some of you already mentioned as we were talking earlier. We were saying hi to each other and checking how are things in their particular cities. And we already saw some of the tools that like the Malini mentioned that she has been using. Who does this belong to more often? So how much of all that is going on in the world right now, and especially in the country, our country, India, how much of those vibrations, those thoughts, feelings, and emotions of other people that we are prone to be catching, how much vulnerable are we to all those energies, and how much of all these access tools would be helpful to us only if we practice them. So knowing a tool, knowing a process is one thing, and like practicing it, living that tool is a totally different thing. So what if you could now practice all the tools and processes from whatever classes of access you have taken, practice them more, go back and see what it was told to you that you think would be applicable now, and use them more often, actually become the tools. And how much is also this time to upgrade ourselves with more consciousness so that we are ready for the coming times and nothing can put us down. We are so stable, like a lighthouse in the ocean, that we are showing that path to everyone else, being that inspiration. So if this is the time, if any time in your life you just feel like giving up or quitting something, just remember that you are a humanoid. So some of you might already be aware of this distinction between humans and humanoids from some of the access books or some conversation, or we also get it in the foundation class. So there are two species of people on the planet Earth. One of them are humans and the other are humanoids. easiest way, the characteristics with which you can easily distinguish between humans and humanoids is to look how they behave in their daily life. So humanoids are the people who would always find faults with themselves. They will be judging themselves. They always feel that they are not enough and they have to uh, get all these personal development courses or uh, upgrade themselves, learn something new so that they can go ahead in their life. So basically, they are never satisfied with what they have. They would they would start doing something, they would get bored very easily, and then they would like to quit. 10-15 दिन कुछ किया, बोर हो गए, छोड़ दिया, अब कुछ और करेंगे. Or they will conclude that this is not my thing, I'm not going to go ahead with this. And they would keep on procrastinating things. So how many of you tell me, you would identify yourself with these characteristics? Is there someone on the call who feels that no, I'm not this? Okay, so okay, just be with that question. Then there are other set of people who are humans. Humans are the people who would always blame others when things go wrong. If something doesn't happen as per their expectations, they would judge others. They can keep on doing the same thing over and over again, like over a long period of time. They can go with the same routine. They would keep living in the same place, in the same kind of environment. Their house would be like no furniture has been moved from one place to another. Nothing changes in their life, and they are the ones who like to maintain status quo. And they are always judging others. They are happy with their monotonous and life, which in which they can continue doing the same things and making money. So making money is their one of the primary concerns of doing things in this reality. So those are all the people with humans. So every one of us, we have people around us who have these characteristics, and you can just identify that yes, these are the people who are humans. And most of us who are attending access sessions, access classes, doing any kind of work with consciousness and personal development, most of the times they are all humanoids. Okay, so there is no wrongness in being a human or a humanoid. It's just a characteristics that you identify, and having got that awareness, you don't, when they judge you, you don't go into your own wrongness. So how many times someone else tells you that whatever you are doing is not right, and you buy their point of view and you try to give up? You actually give up when you are just on the verge of success. Humanoids are very creative. They are extremely fast. They can create things by magic. And when someone tells them, if someone gives them the judgment, they would just give up. Then they are on that last step of reaching the pinnacle in their life. So how many times you avoid success in your life? You refuse to go on the top of the mountain and be the best because someone judged you and put that point of view into your universe that you are doing something wrong, and you give up at that point of time. So anytime you are like, whenever you are doing something and you get to that point, or is giving up, it's not working out, I'm bored, it's too hard, I'm not going to get it, everyone else might be doing it, but it's not my cup of tea. Remind yourself, you are a humanoid, and you are just 2 steps away from your success. And what if you could just persist a little longer and take those last 2 steps and actually succeed, and have too much of money, and then you would be having too much of money, too much of abundance, too much of everything. And how much do you refuse that too much? Are you afraid of receiving too much, which would make everyone else around you uncomfortable? It would make them envious, and in order to keep them comfortable, you don't take those last 2 steps in your journey where you are just about to reach the destination. You turn back, and everything that brought up, will you please now destroy and create it all times the concealing. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So what will it take for you to use your humanoid capacities to your advantage? So if you are aware and if you acknowledge that, yes, I'm a humanoid, I keep judging myself. I don't have to actually judge myself, but I'm doing it because I'm a humanoid. And there are humans around me, there would be, who always want to control you, keep you down, keep you in a space where they can have all the money and all the fruits of success, and you will be just, as a humanoid, you will be just giving everything away and walking out, probably out of a relationship, out of a business partnership, after having put all the hard work to build it. So everything that does not allow you to acknowledge your humanoid capacities and use them to your advantage to receive abundance, will you please now destroy and create it all times the Godzilla. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. What energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, and possibilities can you and your body be to never refuse success and be willing to receive too much that you actually deserve and are capable of? And everything that does not allow you to perceive, no, be, and receive that, will you please now destroy and create it all times the God's in. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. All the judgments that you have about yourself, about how the people would treat you if you are successful, and that keeps you in your own small, comfortable spaces, not being too much, creating too much. Everything that brought up, will you please now destroy and create it all times the Godzilla. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. What will it take for you to be persistent in your creations and be resilient with all the failures, the so-called failures, which are actually the doorways to greater possibilities? And everything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive those possibilities, will you please now destroy and create it all times the Godzilla. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all 9 shorts, boys and girls. So please feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions if there is one coming up in your universe. Yeah. So another thing that we, like, as I said, humanoids tend to judge themselves. They thrash themselves. Actually, they would beat themselves up when they go into their thinking mode and analysis mode. They would introspect and they would find all those faults, and they would keep judging themselves. And then everything appears as a failure, as if you were not able to accomplish what you had got out to do. So every time the things did not turn out as you had expected, can you please go back and just see what all did it contribute to you and your life? How much awareness did you get out of it? How much new possibilities showed up which you had never acknowledged about yourself? How much of your hidden capacities showed up in those tough conditions and when you were actually failing in life? So success may not teach you as much as you would learn from failures, and what you would truly discover yourself during those times where things are really tough and not as per your expectations. So we have like these amazing tools from Access Consciousness to be used whenever we feel that the things are not going right. What is right about this I'm not getting, and what is right about me that I'm not getting. So keep using them more. So in these times when everything seems like going haywire, everything is going wrong, how much more can we use all these tools and see all those doorways of possibilities which we have not yet been able to observe till now? What is right about this I'm not getting? What is right about me I'm not getting? So what else? So what is coming up? Would anyone like to talk about what is going on? Like how many people are losing their jobs and getting into like funky situations with money, with health, with relationships in these times, and how what more resilience can you build up over there if you could just stay on a little longer, receive the awareness, and keep moving on?
Hi, Tasneem. Tasneem, I
Hi,
need to
Samiksha.
leave. I need to leave. Sorry. I take your leave. I'll listen to the recording. Thank you so much.
Yes, Samiksha. Thank you. Thank you for coming on the call.
Thank you so
Yes, thank
much.
you for joining in. Yes. So are there any questions? Yes, please. Please unmute yourself. Yeah, Mamta. Yeah.
Tasneem,
Yeah.
Yogini here.
Yeah.
I
Hi.
just, yeah, how can we take advantage of this pandemic situation? You know, being humanoid, I don't think it like in a rational way, but rather using the current scenario that will add on more to your life, more to your business, more to everything. You know, how can we take advantage of this situation?
How much more contribution can you be to people right now? And how much is this the time to show up and inspire people? That is how I see it as a healer, as a facilitator. So that this is the time people need the tools the most. This is going to be a contribution to them. So is it not the time where it's time for people like us to like be out there and telling people, like being willing to be seen? So everywhere you have bought into the definitions of taking advantage as if like exploiting people. Will you please not destroy and create at all times a concept?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So many of us have this point of view where we have heard this phrase, taking advantage of people, which means in our universe as exploiting someone. Yeah? So
No,
taking
Tasneem,
advantage.
yeah, sorry to interrupt. It's not exploitation like how in Axis we use, this advantage word. Like, how can I take
Use this
advantage
to my
from this?
advantage.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. That
Hmm.
that particular statement I was referring to, not like exploitation, but yes, being a
Not exploitation.
contribution.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So
So
consciousness. So it's like from consciousness, if we see that we can like what contribution can we be, and what inspiration can we be to the world right now. In these situations, what can we create? What are the numerous possibilities available out there in these situations, which if we can just be willing to be aware of that, and mm, contribute over there, showing up actually over there.
okay,
Yeah, so that is the
yeah,
like that is the advantage that we have, that opportunity available to us right now, the possibility. And how much of it is because of the lockdown situations, people have started receiving online. So if you are a facilitator, or if you're a trainer, or if you provide services which were not being accepted earlier by people who had this point of view that online would not work as good as with physical presence. So how much of your services and business you have the opportunity right now to take them all online and be uh, there out into the world, not just in your city and in your country, but now you have accessibility to the whole of the earth. Everywhere there is internet, you can reach out.
okay.
Yeah. So, and what else is coming up in your universe? Yes. Yes, Mamta.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yogini,
So,
does it answer it? Like, yeah.
Uh, to certain extent, Tasneem, because I
Yes.
belong to a medical profession and I do treat
Yeah.
patients every day. Facilitating and healing are natural gifts that I have, which I am spreading across with my known circle and all. But that's that's I'm just doing for a consciousness thing. But to
Yeah.
my business, because my staff, which was a team of 6, like including me, there were 2 more doctors. So everyone, because of this situation, is on leave, scared to come. There's only one girl. Things are very difficult for me to manage. So that's how I was like saying of advantage. I want to work and I don't have the COVID thought also and the belief also. And I'm serving people every day, but the kind
Hmm.
of support and contribution that was there, so that is gone haywire, and it's really difficult to treat patients. That way I wanted to ask.
Hmm. So, okay. So, how much more consciousness can you create among your staff, or among
Okay.
within your patients? So what is now the time to share with them what you have got, like what you have got through access or any other, all this work of consciousness which has created that space for you.
Yes.
So is like what would it take for us to extend that space that you have available right now only with you to people around
Okay. Yeah.
you, so that they can also experience similar kind of vibes with you, where they are assured that unless they are choosing this point of view, that they would uh, get COVID and they would die,
Mm.
they actually don't have to choose it, and there is another possibility available to them.
All right. Yeah.
So what irresistible catalyst of change can you and your body be? that no one can remain the same as soon as they come into your aura.
Exactly. Yes. Perfect. Yeah.
Yes, and everything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that, will you please now destroy and uncreate it all times the God's will.
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, hot and pop, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And that energy is something you become as like, therefore we use these tools, that as you practice the tools, earlier you would be practicing the tools of access. And if you practice them so much that they become a part of your life, then you start living those tools. You become those tools. And when you like how like when people become those tools, you can just see that their energies change. When you go with them, when you talk to them, when you like be with them, everything is different. There is a different level of space, expansiveness, peace available with them. So what would it take for you to be that space where people cannot continue to choose their anxieties, their fears, and their limited realities anymore? And everything that does not allow you to become that, will you please now destroy and uncreate it all? That's the God's will.
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pop, all nine shorts, boys and girls. And imagine what kind of a world we are capable of creating with each one of us choosing that space. So as Carrie says that with each one of us doing one access clearing, getting a body process of Basra, we are actually changing 350,000 people connected to us. So just look at the amount of change, the magnificent amount of change that each one of us is capable of creating, only if we would trust that, believe that, and continue to do whatever we are doing. So Yogini, what gift are you being to your staff, to your patients, and everyone else in these difficult times, which you have not yet acknowledged? And everything that does not allow you to truly be the gift that you are, will you please now destroy and create it all times accordingly?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, bod and pop, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And how much of you you are actually being resilient without giving in to, like, not closing down your services of your medical services, even if in the shortage of staff, with less patients and all these points of views of COVID around you, still you being that energy where you are not giving up actually. So what if you could just acknowledge that and carry on with your contributions?
Yes.
Yes, and everything
Yeah.
that brought up, will you please now destroy and create it all times the Godzillion? Right and wrong, good and bad, bod and pork, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Thank you, Tasneem. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Yogini, for bringing up that question. Yes. Sorry, Mamta, for keeping you waiting. So would you like to unmute and ask your question now?
Yeah. So my question is that I am being very resilient in areas that I would love to work, but I'm somehow not been able to gather that courage to start off, that inertia. How do I overcome that?
In in what area are you not able to push yourself ahead?
Say, supposing I'm creating a class or I'm trying to create a new capsule or a module and I'm unable to do that. So how can I overcome that inertia?
So everywhere you are coming into your own way, and all the points of views which are not allowing you to make that start. Will you please now destroy and create it all times the consequence? Right and
Yes.
wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So we have this amazing tool, interesting point of view. I'm sure you have not heard of it, Mamta. Have you heard about it?
Yeah.
So I'm kidding. Yes. Okay. So if all the so if you are not starting off with something, if you are not creating a class, bring forth all the points of views that you have about creating a class. Yeah. So what are the points of views that you have about creating your class? It could
That whether
be
or
like
not
there are
people would buy.
whether people would show up or not show up.
Yes.
Yeah, whether they would be willing to pay me. Even if
Yeah.
they show up, would I be able to deliver? Would they be happy with me, with my services? So
Yes.
all of it shows up, and then there are we have like all these kind of like how many people are creating classes. Why would people choose me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I used to have that. Why would people choose me? There are so many people doing the bass class, so many people doing the foundation class. Why would people choose me? Yeah, so people would choose you for you. They would choose your classes because of your energy over there. So are you willing to acknowledge that no one, you are unique, and no one in this world can provide the same energy, the same kind of facilitation as you would provide?
Yes.
And everything that does not allow you to perceive, no, be and receive that, will you please now destroy and create it all times the constant. Right
Yes.
and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. And even if only one person shows up for that class, what contribution would it be for that person that would create, like make that may create, that may change the whole of the city, or their whole family, or a big community of people? So what if you did not buy into the number game,
Hmm.
and just acknowledge that even one person choosing to change can create like uh, a a difference, the ripple effects that you have not been able to perceive right now. Yeah.
Like as I'm
So and
asking you this question, I already have a little bit of constriction in my heart. Like
okay,
in my,
so what is that point of view that is coming up?
when you said that, why would they choose me?
Okay, so everything that does not allow you to acknowledge the gift of you, the uniqueness, the change that only you can create in this world and no one else can. Will you please now destroy it and create it all times the constant? Right
Yes.
and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. So each one of us is different and unique in our own way. And each one of us has the capability to do things which no one else in the universe can do. Though we may not be yet knowing it, we may not be acknowledging it. But if you could just be it, trust that, and just be out there and be willing to contribute in your own unique way.
Yeah.
And we have this Being You Day coming up tomorrow, 22nd May. You all must be aware of that.
Hmm.
No? So we have this, I'll share on the group. So from tomorrow, I think it's India time is 12 p.m. or 12:30 p.m. noon. We'll be like the all these on one page, like one there is a website. You when you click on that link, a lot of like the different kind of programs would be going on. That would all be free. So as we have a global bars day, this is the first time a Being You Day has been created by Access Consciousness. So you can just visit that URL and see all those videos and be part of the Being You Day. And Being You all about is all about, okay, it's 10:30 p.m. India time. Okay. Okay, so it must have been in another time zone I read over there. Okay, so thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. So you can go like, how much can each one of us choose to be the energy that we are truly are? Yes, Pooja, I'll take your question. Which would create the change that this world is looking for right now. So you being you is the true gift that you can be in this universe. So please do attend that and look at all those videos and that would be shown on this. Yeah. So who is this Oppo? I'm so grateful for you for having shared the link and also the timings. Yes, Pooja, please, you can unmute yourself and ask the question now. Hi, Pooja, you are not audible. No, it's your voice is like lagging.
Now is it audible?
Yes.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, Pooja.
As you said that every time it happens that I just do everything. I just struggle. I think of starting up a new thing or a new business. It happens that when I'm just few steps, or you can say just one step, I'm to my last level. That yes, I can succeed. I just take my I just back step and I say no, ये नहीं होगा मेरे से. So means every time it happens, and after that I feel that it is so wrong that no, I just means regret everything that नहीं, अगर मैं कर लेती तो शायद मैं succeed हो जाती.
तो अगर आप बहुत ज्यादा सक्सेसफुल हो जाओगे तो कौन कौन आपकी लाइफ में ऐसा है जिसको कि अच्छा नहीं लगेगा या आपको लगता है कि वो आप उसको कंफर्टेबल रखना चाहते हो? So like we as humanoids can succeed very easily. We refuse to go there. We avoid that space because we want to somehow fit into this reality and we want to be accepted. We don't want that anyone should reject us. तो अगर मैं बहुत सक्सेसफुल हो गई, मैं बहुत हो गई तो मेरे शायद मेरी फैमिली को अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. They would not be able to they would not love me anymore. So how much do you keep yourself in that needy space so that you can have your family and friends taking care of you and talking to you, having sympathy with you?
90%.
Yes. So everything that is. Are you willing to be alone and go ahead and be successful?
Yes. Yes, surely.
Yes. So how many people you don't want to lose? Yeah, and therefore you avoid success. You are willing to lose success, but you are not willing to lose people in your life.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah.
There are people.
Yeah. Yes. So are you willing to lose all of them? and be successful.
Yes.
Still be successful.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Surely.
Yes. So that's why I said that whenever you are just at the verge of giving up, just ask this question. That what or whom am I not willing to lose over here in favor of losing my own creation? And what would happen if I lose them, and how much more successful will I get, which I'm getting afraid of right now. And then we have
Yes.
all these body processes and distractor implants clearings that you will get to know as you go, like, take the foundation class. And those of you who have taken it, you already have it, use them. So as you do more of BMM process, MTVSS process into your body, something shifts in your being, and then you stop repeating all those patterns. So use the tools, keep practicing them, and the body processes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pooja. Yes. Any more questions? Okay. So I think everyone is good right now. So just keep going, guys. You all are doing great. We have all come through all this phase till here in the last 1.5 years. And just don't give up, never give up, never give in, never quit. Keep going. You are all awesome. You are a gift, and just acknowledge that and be that. And do attend these uh, this program on Being You Day on this link which has been shared in the chat box tomorrow. And how much more would you receive from these videos that would be shared by global facilitators from all over the world tomorrow, and which would empower us to be more of us. So let's be that energy. Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend and good night.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Good night.
Bye. Good night. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.